What's up, my Broodwar brother? Welcome back to another daily dose of Broodwar. Today is the 31st of December. It is 6 p.m. We're almost into 2024, and I slipped away to do a little bit of casting so I could bring you guys one last video for 2023. And I've got this one here. It's supposedly a banger. We've got Ample in the top right, Ruin in the bottom left, and I've seen mixed results from casting Ample games. Sometimes he's amazing, sometimes his games are a bit underwhelming, but you know, there have been a few gems in there. Even my best of 2023 video, I had one Ample game in there. I think it was him versus Soma. Was a fantastic game, and he really surprised me there. So, you know, I'm gonna give him another chance here. And of course, Ruin is a fantastic up-and-coming player. This game was played very recently. I think just days ago, actually. Let me check that for sure. It's the 28th of December. So this is fresh, hot, coming at you from the ladder. And it looks like we're gonna have Ruin go ahead and snag his Nexus first here, and just lucky for him, we've got cross spawn here on Tempest. It appears like we're gonna have a gaseous fast expand though from Ample as well, so he should be fine here. These builds match up in such a way that you're gonna be 100% okay if you're in this position as Ample. So I like the start of this game already. We're gonna have a big old macro game with accelerated timings from both sides. Guys, since it's New Year's, I've had a couple of drinks here. I've just finally recovered from being sick, so I wasn't drinking any alcohol for the past like 2 weeks. Just taking it easy and trying to get better. You know, I'm still using my voice, so it took a little longer than usual, I guess, to get myself back into full condition, but we're here now. We've had a couple of drinks. I think I've had like 2-3 glasses of wine, something like that. So if you notice a little difference in my casting, that's probably it. But with like 2-3 drinks, guys, I'm barely even feeling it. I'm at like peak casting capability right now. That's what I would say. I'm at like that. I'm at that level right now where I can cast just about anything and be very confident that it's going to be amazing. So let's go ahead and jump into this one. We've already got the gateway finished here. First Zealot is about to pop. 2 Marines walking across the map. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, you can hear it. Wow, you can still hear it in my voice. Sorry, I gotta take a little sip here. Sorry about that, guys. Still a little bit of that remnant, a little bit of those remnants of that cold that I picked up in Thailand, but we're dealing with it. We're working with it here. Marines are actually going to go all the way into the natural. This is a little shocking to me. Okay, that Zealot never came out, by the way. Looked like, oh no, there it is. It's at the back of the base. I don't know what it's doing back there, but he may get a probe. He gets one probe. One probe goes down. A second probe goes down as well. Huge kills here for this very early game. God damn, I'm shocked that he got 2 probes there, guys. That is crazy to me. Early game Marines are so trash against Protoss. They're so trash. You see how long it takes for an early game Marine to kill 1 Zealot? It is insanity. I can't remember. There was like a, what's it called? A trivia game for Starcraft Broodwar that I saw a while ago. I think Artosis did it, like a bunch of other guys did it. I made one myself, but in that one they had this thing where they asked, how many shots from a Marine does it take to kill a Zealot? And I think it was like 22 or 26. I can't remember how many. Might have even been more than that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but it was ridiculous. Marines do so little damage to basically every Protoss unit. It's pretty insane. They have so much health. You can see they do 5 damage, guys. They do 5 damage. Look at how much health. That's 160. Pretty ridiculous. And they're recovering those shields over time. It's insane, guys. It's really, really wild. But the, you know, exposed probes there, since he didn't send the zealot up to the front immediately, if he'd sent that first zealot instead of to the back of his base, if you sent it to the front here, those Marines just die for free, because there's no way you're going to be able to micro against that zealot and try to kill a probe at the same time. I just don't think it's going to happen. But because of that kill, now Ample's actually in a really good spot here. A really, really decent spot. And guys, I just wanted to mention as well, I might do another game after this. I don't have another Ample versus Ruin game, but I might just throw another game on the end. So when this game ends, you know, just keep that in mind. You might want to stick around for a few more minutes just to check, or just skip ahead and just check if there's another game tagged onto the end. Obviously, I'm not going to put a spoiler on there, so if there's more time at the end, anyway, you get my drift. Nice connection on that mine there, getting in here and doing some more damage. I'm surprised there's so few units at the front. Ah, DTs are coming out. That's the reason why. Now he sees that there's a DT here for sure now. So seeing that, and there's actually a DT drop. So this is like very minimal units, and then straight into a DT drop here from Ruin. So Ruin gonna have another Dragoon out here for the wall. That actually looks like you could fit a Vulture through there. Like, this is so close, it's obvious, but this actually looks like maybe you could fit through there. Probably not, but that's just the way it looks to me right now. Moving across the map right now. Where's that shuttle? There it is, heading in. Looks like the Vultures are being denied. They're setting up mines though, all around on their Protos's side of the map. Gonna try and slip in here, but 2 turrets already, plus the floating engineering bay is a great deterrent here to make sure that this can't slip in. He could go right along here, and then the turret wouldn't fire until he was right there. So it could easily slip by, but then there's another turret inside. Look at that Ample on top of everything here. Absolutely on top of it. Maybe this way you could fly in. Could probably fly in from here, because the turret wouldn't notice you until you get right over that area. That's why I like to float barracks. Float barracks over here makes it a lot more difficult. Couple of Dragoons moving across the map. These Vultures are being annoying, just kind of throwing down mines, looking for probes they can pick off. Looks like they might have picked off a probe here, but it did get down the Nexus though. So not huge damage on either side, but overall Ample here taking some, or doing some good moves, and Ruin getting a little bit outplayed. Now he's gonna try and kill these turrets. I've never seen this before, but I guess if you're on this map and you put the turrets too close to the wall, that can just happen. So he just killed the turrets. Now he could actually slip in, although he didn't have the shuttle right there ready to go when those were killed. So this is a little bit slow. There's a lot of tanks here already. He might just back out. He might just actually bail out of this spot. Okay. Does kill 1 tank. 1 tank for 1 DT. Not the greatest trade, but I guess it's better than nothing. And yeah, Ruin is in a tough spot right now. He's got no damage with this DT drop. He got his 3rd base out. It wasn't super fast though. There's a lot of factory production right now for Ample, since he did go for the gases fast expand and took no damage. He didn't even have to repair his bunker. Honestly, he barely even needed that bunker, because there was no pressure coming from goons this game. It's like he's gonna slip down to the bottom center once again, rotating around. It's surprising how much just 2 Vultures controlled very well can do in terms of just scouting and figuring out what your opponent's doing, laying mines, like checking for probes that can be sneaking out. And here we go, gonna come forward and kill 1 tank to start things off here, slowing down this push forward, but not gonna be deterred here. Ample losing 1 tank. Will it just set up turrets here and take this 3rd base right away? Looks like Charon boosters is nearly complete. We're gonna have that upgrade done here pretty soon, and then the shuttles will be getting picked off really, really fast. Just a single robo here for our Protoss player at the moment. We'll try to lay down some mines here. This shouldn't deal any damage, but he's gonna let it kill one. Wow, that was a big mine. What did that kill, like 5 vultures? Yikes. Okay, so throwing away a bunch of vultures here is Ample. I don't like him actually pushing right now. He just threw away like 10 vultures, and now he's gonna push. That seems a little bit counterintuitive to me. I feel like you want to wait for another round of units here right now. At least you want to get some more reinforcements going, but he seems to want to go for it. Not quite hitting his macro here. Needs to get another round started. There we go. He's got them on the way. Here comes the Reavers dropping on top of all of this. Looks like they both got picked off pretty darn quickly there. Some good target firing from Ample. Gonna back away with the Vultures and the Goliaths, of course. You do not want to allow them to get hit by the tank splash. And that's something I've been learning from watching these games every single day. Casting with you guys is beneficial, not only in that I get more YouTube, you know, more subscribers, more views and everything, but I'm constantly learning from this as well. And one thing I've noticed and I've seen, especially from actually watching Toss Girl in KCM, was that you really want to use these vultures to hit and run. Even in the fights here, not allow them to stand in the front like this and just die. You want to run forward, hit the zealots, and then run back behind the tanks. That is the key to taking these fights against Protoss. And this is kind of a base trade scenario here, but I think that Ample still comes out ahead because he's able to float this command center away, and the Nexus, of course, cannot float. You're going to be able to save this command center, and the Nexus goes down. Of course, there is another Nexus down here at the 6 o'clock, but this push is going to continue. We're going to have to see all this army head back home and take a fight back a little bit closer to the home. He's going to have to get some sort of surround here. Unfortunately, there's no Dragoons with this. Okay, 1 Dragoon only is not going to be enough. Stamplar with the Storm here on top of all these tanks. A beautiful hit with that Reaver. Reaver dealing a huge amount of damage and actually cleans this relatively well. But I think this will be the moment where Ample can quickly and easily take back his third base. He should be able to move forward here and take back his third. So this is an interesting trade that we've just witnessed here. Back and forth between these two players. Ample lost his third. Ruin lost his third. But he cleared the army and he took the 4th base. He's trying to take a 5th base down here in the bottom right. So interesting little back and forth so far from these two players. Kind of even though, I would say, in the end. Still a little bit of an advantage in the number of SCVs here, but 54 SCVs is kind of enough on 3 bases right now for the Terran player. That's kind of enough. Like, you probably want 20 for each base. You probably want 60 for 3 base. But I think you're going to be okay here. Like, I think you're going to be happy with this. Looks like getting that scan. How did he see that there? I don't know, but he, like, star sent scan there. He gets rid of that shuttle. Looks like he lost, like, maybe 1 SCV. But, really nice defense from Ample. Really on top of all of these harassment plays from Ruin throughout this game. He's been scanning. He's been following those shuttles. He's been removing that threat. A lot of defense back at home, so he's totally secure here. And there's no, like, future tech right now for Ruin. What is he gonna do? Okay, another forge going down, so he's gonna get into his upgrades. Oh, big catch here. Really big catch here. If he can get on top of this, he could kill a lot of these probes, but looks like Dragoons are in position to defend this. He's gonna try and bait the... Yes, very nice. He can get in here now. There's only 1 cannon. Oh my gosh, this is really bad now. Oh my god. Look at these vultures. Just will not get off of each other. bouncing around on top of each other there. And the Reaver comes back. He actually clears this. Man, that really hurt Ample there. Having all of his units just kind of dancing on top of each other. Those vultures just would not get out of that corner. Pretty annoying stuff right there for Ample. But, you know, he got some damage. He killed a few probes. Not as many as he would have hoped. The Reaver play was very good. But he's taking the space in the center right. And there's no future tech, as I was talking about. You know, there's no carriers being produced. There's no, like, you know, 3-4 Stargates down here or something. There's no second robotics facility. It's just pure gateways right now for Ruin. And he's going to have to take, like, little skirmishes over and over again against Ample in order to, like, kind of reduce his overall tank count. I think that'll be the goal here. But if he's unable to do that, eventually we're going to see Ample max out. And when he does, it's going to be very scary. He's already at 155 supply. +2 is just now finishing. +3 should start immediately afterward. And right as he's getting up towards that 200 supply, he's going to start to push out here. And that will be very scary indeed. It'll have to be Ruin relying on big storms to clear out the chunks of units, to clear out the big clumps of tanks and vultures that are going to be attacking him shortly. A lot of turrets over here. He's got that defense. And looks like coming in for the trade now is Ruin. Ruin wants to trade out some units, but he's pushing in here to a very well-defended position. Look at how spread everything is for this Terran army. A good storm there, killing quite a few SCVs, as well as that tank, but he will have to back out now. You don't want to wait until all your Dragoons are dead. Those are the backbone of your army, and they're also the protectors of the Templar. So if you end up losing all of these Dragoons, then the Templar can just get chased down by these vultures, and vultures are going to rotate here, look for some kills. I don't think they're going to find much. Maybe they can get over here and catch some transferring probes, but I'm not sure if that'll go undetected. We might actually catch these Templar. Looks like he's not paying attention right now. Instead, paying attention to this drop right now. Looks like one big shot from that Scarab exploding. Kills a bunch of units. I don't know how many units that was, but he got a tank for sure and a few more. Here comes those transferring probes. This is the moment. He can get a bunch of kills here. He's just got to target properly. Target onto the probes. He's getting quite a few. Here comes another round of probes. More are going to go down. He was at 65, now dropping to just 56. Wow, killing like 4 or 5 goons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goons went down to that play. He's going to get in here and kill some more probes as well. Down in the bottom right. Beautifully done here by Ample, getting a bunch of kills right now and slowing down that economy. You can see he's dropped all the way to 55. That is painful stuff for Ruin, who's now actually mined out of his main and natural. Same goes for, of course, Ample. He's on 2 base mining, but here comes another drop. Can he get the big storms here that he's looking for? One storm goes down, but only gets 1 SCV. Not these storms that he needed here to kind of even things out, but he's really producing those probes once again. He's cranking out probes like crazy. However, I think Ample is fine here. 50 SCVs for just 2 base mining. 100% okay. He does need to get 1 more SCV in this gas geyser, but that's fine. That's not the biggest deal in the world. He's still got gas here. He's still got... Oh, okay, this is actually depleted, but it's still mining. He's going to be fine on gas for now. 1,300 gas in the bank. So he can start to really add on a bunch of science vessels, and you can start to see that now. The science vessels are really the great counter to the Templar tech. We haven't seen... Okay, there's the second robotics facility, so it is just full-on speed gate style. I haven't said that for a while, but that's the term that we coined. I don't even know how long ago. It was definitely pre-2023, but speed gates here for our Protoss, for Ruin. He's just going mass Templar. Huge amounts of shuttle play, just full-on gateways being produced, or just producing like mad. He does need to set up another gateway reinforcement area, though. He needs more gateways over here so that he can eventually set up another rally point in a new location. And that is incredibly important when you're playing this style. Wow, a lot of probes over here just kind of chilling. He does clear this out. And Ruin moving over towards the top left. He's going to bring this small skirmishing force up. Gets the storms off. Does some decent damage to these vultures and just needs to back away now. Would like to get up here and deny this 12 o'clock, but he needs to bring the entirety of his army together if he wants to do that, because Ample's already moving in this direction. He's going to have mines and tanks and everything set up and ready for this next fight. +3 is now done. +3 armor is going to finish up soon here. And we've got a pretty small supply at the moment, but 160 is still doable. Ample can hold on to all these bases if he's got his army in position. He's going to be bringing a lot of tanks back here. But this is the counter to the storm play, is those D-Matrix. Dropping them on the tanks makes them so robust, and they will survive even multiple storms. So it is going to be up to Ruin now to catch big clumps of tanks so they can't actually be D-Matrix down against that, right? What you want to do is spread out your tanks here as Ample and D-Matrix the front ones that are getting stormed. Try to target down the Templar with those front tanks so that they can't get to the back line where the big clumps of tanks are. You want to have some Goliaths in there as well so that you can immediately gun down those shuttles so they can't get in range to drop the storms nearer to your big tank lines. It's the mini game that's constantly going on in this matchup with this style of play from Ruin. And we are setting up more gateways down here in the bottom right, guys. We are going along here. We'll get to see both Ruin and Ample tested in the very late stages of the game. Right now, I would actually give the advantage to Ample because he's managed to get this space, and now finally this base. He's very close to actually securing the upper left. He only needs to push down a little bit, get control of this area, and then he should be able to take that additional base. Looks like Storm Drop going to come in here. Going to drop a couple of storms to kill these tanks, and then he'll utilize the rest of his ground army to push through this area. Zealot's going to get on top of these tanks. He's going to push in to the center right here. And at the same time, going to hit this 12 o'clock. So hoping that Apple's going to be distracted here, and I believe he is. Big storms coming down here. I think I accidentally pressed the slow down key. Sorry about that, guys. It felt a little slow. Sometimes I just pressed the D key by accident. That's why it looks so weird. But he clears up this. He lost a lot of SCVs over here. I would say at least 7, maybe more, to those storm drops. And his supplies dropped back down to 150. So pretty decent moves overall by both Ample and Ruin. Ruin, you know, making some headway in this game. He doesn't have any more storms in this shuttle, so that shuttle's going to go down for free. But yeah, the threat is still there for Ample, right? Ample will eventually get to the max out 3-3 army. He doesn't have to put any money into upgrades any longer. Pure tank and vulture popping out here. How many factors in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He actually needs more now. He's on 3 base mining. He needs like go up to 10 factory. I'll put a few more here. He can definitely fit one there, you know, one more maybe there, and really get that production cranking because he will want to max out here pretty soon. I wonder if he's actually got, okay, he's not actually producing anything right now. It's kind of funny. 176. He's scanning around everywhere. He's checking to see, like, did you add on a bunch of carriers? Like, are you actually going carrier now? You really want to find out if that's happening, because as you max out, if you max out on pure vulture tank and he's gone carriers, it's going to be bad news. So He is going to max out now after checking out everything. And here comes another attack in towards the top center. Drops here from the Protoss. Looks like he's taking damage on that shuttle, the one that has the Templar in it. So he's going to have to unload here. Go for the big hits on this SCV line. Great shots with those Templar. Hitting the storms and dealing that damage. Tank line going to come forward here. Start to clear out these Dragoons, but he's lost quite a bit. Dropping down to 130 supply. Oh, is he going to get this? Oh, the science vessels are so low. Nice, going for the stacked SCVs there. Trying to get some big damage. Not quite able to do so. Looks like the Archon going to come forward here and kill off this tank. Very well done. He's got +3 already. 39 damage overall from that Archon. Pretty darn strong. Arbiters are now on the way. Arbiters being produced here. And he's going for recall. Plasma shield upgrades are coming as well. +2, in fact, plasma shield. So Ruin going into the very late stages of this tech. And I'm surprised we don't have at least some carriers being produced right now. Carrier switch is so strong in the very late stages of the game in Protoss versus Terran. Carrier switch is actually insanely strong, especially once you get plasma shields. Plasma shields helps out a lot for carriers. It really reduces the damage. I was watching a video today about exactly how damage works, and it was really, really interesting in how much plasma shields actually help carriers. Now, coming in for another storm drop here. Gonna land a pretty decent one. But the tanks are coming up here. This is a struggle right now for Ample. He may end up losing this base. Oh, God. My goodness. Those mine hits were incredible. Ample losing a lot right now. Gonna take another big mine hit there. And he's gonna lose his base out here in the front. This is bad news bears right now for our Terran player. He's still got this base, of course. And he's still got 12 o'clock. One SCV there just kind of tweaking out right now. Look at that guy. He's losing his mind up there, but Ample, that base is gone. He's going to come forward once again and kind of retake this, but man, it's not looking good now. I was actually liking Ample's position a lot before he lost that base, but now it seems like the harassment and just constant attacking from Ruin has actually put a dent into Ample, who should have been maxed out by now. He's sitting at 117 supply. The mine connections were kind of crazy in that last fight, and it really seems to have taken a toll on the overall army size of Ample. Ample looking for another way back into this game. I think the only way is to take the top left base now. You've got to get over there and secure this other quadrant of the map. I think you're not going to be able to, you know, if you come in here and, for example, you kill this base, Ruin really doesn't give a crap. Like, he's got so many bases. He has so many bases to work with. Losing one base is nothing. He could, if you push down here and kill this base, he could take the upper left himself if your army's that far out of position. So that's maybe not the best idea. Here comes these shuttles. Gonna try and crack the 12 o'clock once again. A lot of zealots are being dropped here, and the command center immediate lift there. You should be floating away, though. Float up towards here. Don't let this command center die, or you might just straight up lose this game. He's gonna start to float away. The tanks are going to siege up. A lot of zealots coming forward here, and the Dragoons, if they were just to focus on this command center, well, they are going to focus on it now, but it might be a little bit too late. Okay, he still might actually get this, and yeah, he will get that. Command center goes down. That's super frustrating. This base is gone, and I think Ruin's actually moments away from potentially winning this game now. This is getting a little bit dirty here for our Terran player. He's having a really hard time pulling himself together now. Tempest is such a big map. There's so much space between the bases. so much area to cover and a lot of different attack paths that you have to worry about. But he really did not cover this attack path properly. He needed mines here, a lot of mines here. Maybe a turret or two scattered there, but all he had was those tanks, and his army that was gonna reinforce was just not fast enough. Now this is a desperation play here from our Terran player. He's not going, he knows that he can't like hope for a max out and just try to win that way. He needs to get something done. Now he's gonna try and kill this base, and I'm surprised that Ample is letting, or that Ruin is letting this happen. He has the top left, so I guess he's reasoning that as long as he keeps the top left, it doesn't really matter what happens to this base. He's losing some probes. Oh, big recall over here on the center right. I missed that, but it's completely cleared up everything, and that was one of the last mining bases here for Ample, although there wasn't really much mining left there. He's now only mining at this base right here, right now, and trying to reset up 12 o'clock. That's quite a good number of tanks, but there's really not much in support of them. What do I see, like 6 Goliaths? That's it? 6 Goliaths and like, okay, here's 4 vultures, but you need something more to buffer for these tanks, man, for sure. Oh, dude, that storm. Oh my God, that storm. Doing so much damage to these tanks. Nice D-Matrix there. Negating that storm. He's gonna kill this base down here, but man, Ruin just snagging more bases in the top left. This is a great tactical takedown, I think, from him. Gonna go ahead and outmaneuver Ample here. Ample gonna almost definitely lose this game now. He's got no mining. He's gonna send his SCVs up towards the top center, but he doesn't have any defenses in that area. He's coming forward to defend this base, which he really, I don't think he should be. He should be coming up here to defend this. Defend from high ground, your natural, and defend this base up here at 12. That's your only mining right now. Ruin is tearing him apart. This man is getting dissected. Ample getting beaten down here by Ruin. And he's gonna set up tanks here, but look at how many. Oh my God. Okay, I guess he got an EMP on all these, actually. That EMP, pretty clutch right now. Looks like all the tanks have been killed back at home. He's gonna push forward here, go in towards the natural. There's almost no money left for poor Ample, and Ample gonna tap out. Beautiful game here by Ruin, who just over and over again harassing and utilizing the speed shuttle style to the best of his ability. Really, this is a classic example of how to play speed shuttle style. Maxing out very quickly, getting a lot of bases, and then just hitting locations over and over again with the might of your army, the full brunt of your army, plus the shuttles flying in en masse to just remove the tanks. It's very, very well done by Ruin here. Ample gets knocked out. Okay, guys, I finished off my next drink, and we're gonna move on to our next game here. We've got Sharp in the top right-hand corner. I've never seen this ID before. Neither have I seen that, but it's actually Snow down in the bottom left. So I don't think these guys actually know who each other are because they are on these kind of hidden IDs. So this should be an interesting game. I heard it was a good one. Again, this one from Dude Nerd. And it's supposed to be a banger. So we're just going to continue on, I guess. I guess that's what we're doing here. Happy New Year, everybody. Cheers. Happy New Year. Here's to 2023. And to next year, 2024. Can't believe I'm saying that. It's happened so soon. It's been a hell of a year, this 2023. It's been absolutely crazy, but we survived, and that's what matters. And yeah, all the best to you guys out there who've managed to survive as well. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay going into 2024. Little gas geyser here from both players. I'm gonna go ahead and start things off normally here. What map is this? Sometimes it's really hard to tell. All right, I'm gonna say, based on this skeleton right here, I think this is Vermeer. I believe that this is Vermeer, and also the pattern of the grass is kind of telling me it's Vermeer as well. Ah, crap. It's polypoid. Well, shows what I know. Jeez. Can't even tell the difference between polypoid and Vermeer. What am I even doing here? What am I doing as a caster, guys? Let me take my caster badge. Let me take that thing away from me. I don't deserve it. 2 SCVs in the gas here. What? Certainly this is not a mistake. Okay, he takes one off. That's interesting. Sharp is such a good player, man. Sharp is so interesting to watch. I stood behind him at BSL and watched him cast. So cool to kind of witness that. A really, really good guy as well. Had a nice chat with him. And his wife was there as well. So that was really interesting to kind of meet with a pro gamer from Korea for the first time. He can't speak English basically at all, but it was still a really nice experience. And I'm going to be releasing a video about the BSL experience here pretty soon. I am working on it right now. I've been working on it all day today and for the last few days, so gonna look forward to that coming out in the new year. Just gonna take a little while because there's a lot to go through. Each player dropping down their respective command center-esque building. The Nexus here in the top left. Warping in. So cool. God, why is Protoss so cool? So annoying, but also just so freaking cool. All of their units and their buildings even. Pretty badass. There you go. Gonna warp in. No big deal. Just coming from another planet. Gonna go ahead and warp into this dimension, I guess. And the Dragoon here. Called back from the dead to support his fellow Protoss. Kind of bubbling away in that soup. The blue goo inside of the Dragoon here. I'm gonna wander forward and try to kill one more Marine, but Snow being a little bit too greedy with this first Dragon. Okay, he won't chase it down. I thought for sure he was gonna chase that down. I feel like you can, though I might be wrong about that. Just 32 HP. 20, you do like, what is it? 25, no, 25%, 75% damage, I think, because it's concussive. And that's considered, is that a large unit or a medium unit? I think Dragoon is medium, but I'm not 100% on that. I believe that Dragoon is medium. Yeah, I was just watching a video about the way that damage types work and everything. I cannot remember for the life of me who that's from. I think it's from Necron, something like that. Maybe I'll put that in the description if I remember, but really, really cool channel where he discusses and explains the different unit types and the nuances of Broodwar that you would actually never know, even if you watch this game for freaking 25 years, man. You watch it every day for 25 years, you wouldn't know about these crazy cool facts about Broodwar, and I'm just starting to learn them now. Here in 2023 and soon to be 2024. Here comes the Marines coming up to the front. There is that one damaged Dragoon. Looks like Sharp has picked it out. He gets it. Instant kill there on that. Gonna drop the mines here at the front, but he's a little slow on that last mine. However, boom, that mine connects. The tank does fall though, and it looks like Sharp not gonna be able to push through here. Snow has done too good of a job of holding this back, and he will not be able to get his third base easily. Here comes another tank, though. The rally's coming forward so swiftly here for... Oh! My God, he just barely survives with this tank. 7 HP, 3 kills. Okay, he's gonna retreat to high ground and repair. Maybe wait for the next couple of vultures to come. No, he's gonna run all the way back across the map. So interesting choice there. Oh, the next probe coming out. He wanted to get that nexus over here in the center left, but beautifully done by Sharp. You can just see how good Sharp is, man. This guy is insane. He is so good at this game. Tank retreating back across the map. Its treads not quite fast enough to retreat against this Reaver. The Reaver will end up catching it and killing it off. I thought that the SCV there was going to be able to block that, but now the SCVs are on full retreat. Nice shot there, killing off a Marine and a Vulture with that shot. Good value there. Tank sieging, but it's not quite in range. Sharp not unsieging that yet and moving it forward, and this is going to get worse and worse. He could go for the clump of supply depots over here if he wanted to. That would be very painful to lose, and he might indeed go for that. Gonna shoot one time at this tank, gets the shot and an SCV kill. Gonna get a second shot off here, not able to kill this tank though. Tank sieging up here. There is a Goliath present, so he can't really dive on top of this, but he will. Diving on top once again. No. Backing away up here to the top corner. Loses the Reaver. Just barely in range there. It's hard to tell if that was actually going to be in range, I think. But he unfortunately loses that Reaver. That's going to be the end of this harassment, but it was pretty decent. Pretty darn decent indeed. The Goliaths here do not have that range, but it's on the way now. +1 is coming as well. And look at that Scarab damage on the way here. Wow, you don't see that every day, but man, if anyone wants Scarab damage, I would say it's got to be Snow. He's always getting good damage out of his Reavers, so might as well get that upgrade, right? Comes back, picks up another Reaver, immediately turns around and flies back across the map. He's looking for more damage here, but he might get caught. He is getting caught. Oh my God, he almost loses his shuttle, but that one Goliath did not manage to shoot and pick off the shuttle. Reaver is slowly backing away over and over again. He will be able to kill that Goliath, and the Dragoons come up for the assist. Very nicely done by our Protoss player. Looks like he got caught by a mine, but that's okay. He's coming up here towards the front, slowly crawling his way across the map. Very slowly crawling his way forward. That was something that was really funny, mentioned by Tasteless and Artosis. I think it was Tasteless in particular during one of their casts of ASL. It was just so funny to me. It was when he mentioned that there was like a little hand that comes out of the mouth of the Reaver and just kind of pulls the Reaver forward, and that's how it moves. It's probably the most inefficient thing imaginable for the most inefficient mode of transportation imaginable for a unit. But the Protoss, who are supposedly the strongest, most technically advanced race, doing that, diving forward. He gets 3 tanks, just classic Snow things here. Able to run forward with just pure Dragoon and kill 3 tanks of Sharps here. You're like, oh, you didn't siege up in time? Oh, okay. Bye-bye, 3 tanks, instant kill. Now you're way behind and probably not going to be able to win this game. Rough. He kills 3 probes over on the counterattack. Of course, Sharp manages to get some vultures into the natural here of Snow. As expected out of Sharp, this man always gets damage with his vultures. I'm ashamed that I missed that. But we can see that he got a few kills, and he's actually got ahead of the Protoss in terms of the overall worker count here, which is pretty impressive. You know, with all the damage that's gone done, you know, to pull his SCVs out of here. He was dancing around with that Reaver for a long time. He lost tanks at the front. A lot has gone on here, and throughout all of it, Sharp's done a really amazing job of keeping up with his macro and harassing constantly with the vultures, getting in, getting probe kills, and slowing down Snow while he himself is being slowed down as well. Really, really impressive stuff. And this is actually what the foreign players at BSL were saying was actually the reason why Sharp is just so good. It's the way that he moves his vultures, and in particular, the way that he lays his mines is just so incredibly good. It's really hard to describe, is the way that they said it. It's like, it's not that he's doing anything particularly amazing with his macro, but I mean, it's very on point. But the micro with the vulture is so impressive. And that's the reason why he is as powerful as he is in this matchup, moving this command center forward. That's a little bit too far forward, though. It only needs to go to here. No reason to fly it out into the Dragoons right now. Almost does that, but just turn around and pull back at the last moment. We're at 12 minute 38, and we have not taken our third base yet. Of course, we haven't saturated our fourth either here for Snow, but we're getting into kind of dangerous territory here at 12:50. Not having our next expansion up is pretty late. That all comes down to the tanks that were lost earlier to that Dragoon play. Just running forward and killing those Dragoons has slowed down this third base by such a substantial amount. We're at like 2-3 minutes later than what this base should be at right now. It should be like pre-11 minutes, maybe 11 minutes when that base should be coming up if the game is completely normal. But this is not a normal game. We've got plenty of harassment going on either side, and everything has been slowed down by quite a substantial amount. This is definitely not similar to that Ample versus Ruin game, where both players were able to get everything going very, very quickly and easily. This one, oh man, those Reavers come out. They're gonna kill off the Goliaths. Goliaths did a lot of damage to that shuttle, though. Shuttle is super low. The shuttle can't really pull forward any farther. The missile turret is that deadly threat, but he's managed to slow this down even more. Gonna siege up here once again. He should be able to get the shots on this. Here's some vultures running by right now. Gonna try and jump on top of these tanks. Gets one beautiful shot. Oh my god, a great shot there with that Reaver. 5-kill Reaver, gonna get one more hit. Is killing off a few more vultures there. So annoying, my goodness. Come on. Sharp just cannot take this base right now. It's so frustrating. This is almost like looking like an Artosis versus a Snow game here, where Artosis just cannot take his own high ground. This is supposed to be one of the easiest bases to take for Terran. Polypoid, mineral only. That's like a guaranteed base. That is supposed to be your base as Terran very easily. But pushing up onto this high ground has been an incredibly difficult proposition here. Now up to 71 probes. No more, not necessary to build any more probes this game unless he starts to lose a lot of them. And he probably will, let's be honest. It is Sharp that he's playing against. Let's send a probe down here to that 6 o'clock. It'll be the first probe that goes down. First of many, I would say. That goes down. Is going to send a bunch of Dragoons to deal with that, but the vultures have already escaped. I'm gonna be looking for that next probe to come out, maybe down here towards that bottom right. Sharp always active on the map with his vultures. Has finally secured his third base, but man, that was like a full 3-4 minutes later than what it should have been. And now he's in a bit of a struggle position here. Does have +2, and the +3 is already started. So that is very, very nice. I don't see any science facilities out, or science vessels out here just yet. Getting those upgrades rolling here is Snow. He doesn't have +2 attack just yet, but he's getting into his leg upgrade. Zealot legs is on the way. The Fifth base is going to be coming up here at the 6 o'clock. Wants to snipe this probe. You really want to snipe this probe here. You do not want to allow this probe to go down, but actually he's going to kill all of these Dragoons. Wow. Beautiful mines surrounding these Dragoons here. And he's actually able to get rid of that. He sends one Vulture up here to kill that. Can he get it? Can he get it? He is going to get it. Beautifully done here by Sharp. I thought he was not going to be able to get that. Only 2 HP on that Vulture, but it still gets the probe. That is a big win right now for our Terran player. He's going to get this follow-up probe as well. Just denying for any amount of time, the probe getting up here to start the Nexus is so frustrating for the Protoss player. It is incredibly painful for him. He should have dropped the Nexus immediately instead of just throwing down this pylon. That would have been much better. But in this case, Sharp is going to have the ability to slow this down for so much time. It's kind of crazy. He's going to take another fight over here. Pushing back these Dragoons once again. Look at how quickly he lays down his mines. He's making everything jumble up. He's making it so hard for Snow, who is so good with his Dragoon control, to not lose his Dragoons during this fight. Just pure Vulture on Dragoon, and he's able to get connections with the mines. This is insane. It's actually crazy what he's able to do in these circumstances. Now, another probe is going to come out here. I think this is like the third or possibly even the fourth probe. I don't see any Vultures that are in the wings waiting to actually catch this. So unfortunately, this will get up to the top left and maybe drop a Nexus, which is a bit unfortunate. We hear a lot of scans going down from Sharp. I don't see any additional tech. It's just going to be exactly the same play as Ruin did. We don't see a second robotics. Okay, there's the second robotics there. So double robotics. He's going to start to throw down a lot of storms and the like. Will Sharp be able to succeed where Ample failed? Can he fight this build successfully and win this game? We will see here shortly. More damage coming out of these Reavers. It's insane how much damage can get done by Snow. It's really crazy how much he's able to do with these Reavers over and over again. Every single game, he's going to come forward, get a couple of shots here. 2 tanks go down, trading that out for 1 Reaver. This Reaver continuing to build Scarabs here. Waiting for another opportunity to get some more damage. Looks like he's not paying attention. Unfortunately, will be losing that Reaver. Lapse in attention there from Snow as he was macroing behind this or something. Maybe getting some control groups together. But Sharp is not done. He's going to move across the map here. Big Templars are going to get their storms off here. Oh, he loses the... What? He lost all the Templar and the shuttle. Oh, man. Sharp with the control. The absolutely fantastic control here to just gun down all those Templar and the shuttle at the same time. Driving everything back here. Another Reaver pops out. This is the last real hope right now for Sharp. Sharp. Excuse me, for Snow. I'm getting their names mixed up now. Hold on. Let me take another drink. Maybe that'll fix things. All right. Still pushing forward here. Another big Reaver shot, but the tank was already dead. These tanks are going to push forward. Another great snipe on the Templar. Another great snipe on the Templar. Oh my god. Sharp's so good, man. He is so freaking good. It's insane. He's going to go ahead and siege up here on the high ground. Backing up the tanks, not taking the splash damage from his tanks up here on the high ground. He's going to siege up in a beautiful position here outside of the natural. We do not have more gateways out on the map, so Snow is in a dire position here. 7 Goliaths on the way. Did he scan and see carrier somewhere? I don't see any. But he's got 7 gateways to follow this up. Maybe... Oh my god! Oh, the humanity. Holy crap, that was an amazing shot from that Reaver. The Reaver damage upgrade coming into full effect here. Holy crap. Killing off so many tanks and vultures right there. That was insane, but I don't know if he can save this base over in the center left. He's going to drop that Reaver one more time, but the Reaver still alive. Gets one more shot. Can he get one more hit? One more hit. He does get one more, but it's not enough to kill this tank with 7 kills. Going to be killing off the probes now. He actually should have transferred these probes to the top left, but he hasn't been able to do that yet, and he hasn't had the foresight to do that. Looks like more base is going to be taken down here in the bottom right for Snow. Snow has broken the contain in front of his natural, but he's going to lose center left. And, you know, we've got this base over here in the center right. This is good for Sharp, who's just going to continue pushing. Absolutely relentless attacking here from Sharp. He's going to shove forward once again. Is this too aggressive? 143 supply. He's actually ahead in supply right now. Up over Snow, who's actually lost so many probes at this point. He's down to just 50. He cannot be allowing this base to go down in the bottom right, though. That just cannot happen if he wants to win this game. He's got to keep that alive. He's utilizing his Reavers here. Moving out with some more Templar. Only 3 cannons in this position. He needs to drop the Reavers between the tank shots and try to pick off these tanks as they push forward, though. These Goliaths are going to get their shots down on the shuttle. The shuttle goes down, and with the shuttle being removed from the game, I think that these tanks will be able to push forward for the win here. Oh, this is a big hit there. Another good shot from that Reaver, but it's not good enough. Tanks out in the middle of the map. What are they doing? I guess they're retreating from the center left. He actually needs to track these down and kill them, but he's more focused on getting this base saved. Oh my god, he lost all of the probes down here. That is unfortunate. Looks like he will be able to clean this up, but too much damage, I think, has happened. Sharp may be able to take this game, guys. I'm tentatively saying that right now. More Reavers coming up. More Reavers coming up here. It is insane how many Reavers that this man has produced throughout this game, that Snow has produced. Absolutely crazy. Coming forward, he's going to snipe another Templar. Templar getting sniped here. 3, 4, 5 Templar going down. Wild, man. Absolutely wild that he's able to get those kills at this point. Look at the little guy on top of the Reaver, or on top of the Vulture there. Little Vulture bike. That's one thing that I didn't notice until Remastered, man. There's actually a little dude right there. If you can see his little arms out there. He doesn't move his arms, but, you know, they're definitely important. Certainly needs his arms to drive the Vulture bike. This Vulture's gonna go down here. Imagine how dizzy you would be if you were Vulture microing. But it seems like Terran is a race of human beings that have edited into their genetics the ability to not get dizzy. Because look at this guy right there on top of the turret. He's not dizzy at all, bro. He's chilling. He's absolutely fine somehow. And so the Vulture guys, they must have the same gene editing technology. He's gonna go for this last Templar. Does not get it, just barely. One more shot. One more shot. Not quite. He does not get that, but he's done a great job this game. Sharp is running out of money, though. He needs another base, and this base is being guarded by Snow. It'll be up to Sharp to push forward, take a good fight here against this army, and take another base. Otherwise, he will be pushed out of this game. Sharp slowly shoving forward here, being very careful in the way that he does this. Great sniping on that Vulture. Killing off the shuttle as well. Good work with the Goliath here. Oh, excuse me. Some Templar coming forward. We do not have the science vessels that we had in the last game, unfortunately. No science vessels have been produced this game. So he's not going to have EMP, and he doesn't have D-Matrix to help him out with the storms, unfortunately. Coming forward here, pushing forward against Storm is a very difficult proposition. Oh no, I think Sharp might have fucked this up. Oh, coming in from both sides. He manages to back up and siege. Excuse my language, guys. Excuse my French. This is a very tense moment here, and I'm a little bit drunk. Gonna go ahead and drop this CC here. Take this base. It's something. It's not much. You'd much rather have a base like this or another main base, but this is enough. Once Sharp starts mining here, you'll have the income to continue to produce, and that's really all you need. He's on a timer though right now, 284 minutes. He's got like another 2 minutes left before he is completely mined out of that base. In that time, he needs to get down here and kill this base and secure this mineral only. Or this mineral base here. I guess he got gas as well, but he needs a base. Dropping on top of these tanks, he actually kills off quite a few SCVs with that Templar bomb, despite not actually getting any storms off. Storms here going down. Vultures will get behind the mineral patches and start to kill a lot of these probes. It looks like actually Sharp gonna get in here. He is gonna get in here, man. Sharp battling away, killing off Snow in this game. It is incredible to watch. He might just barely be able to win this. I cannot believe we still have Reavers being made right now, guys. How are there still Reavers being produced in this game? This guy's got 12 kills. That's got 8. Oh my, 13 now. Absolutely insane. More Reavers need to be made. I think that's the problem for Snow this game. He just didn't build enough Reavers. He needs a few more. There's the first science vessel coming out here to help out. This base, not really important anymore. Maybe he can get in on this one, though. Okay, he's going to change trajectory, head southward. Got to take a fight here. Science vessel should be dropping a D-matrix on one of these units. I'm not sure which one, though. We need to pull these SCVs out of here. SCVs need to be evacuated. There are Templar here that you've got to be worried about right now. If he loses all these SCVs, he's going to be in a world of hurt. Still not able to take down this base because there's those 2 Reavers. That is crazy to me. It is crazy how much that these Reavers have done this game. That 11-kill Reaver finally does fall. But it is an absolute hero for what it's done in this back and forth game here. He's gonna lift this command center and try to fly southward. I think he wants to take this base right here because he's adding on turrets. He's got mines everywhere. As long as he keeps this base alive, he should be able to... Okay, he's gonna lose that, man. He's actually gonna lose that. Are you kidding me? No, the command center is gonna go down. This command center is going to fall. Trying to harass over here at the center left. Looks like that didn't kill too many probes. We've still got 61. He's gonna lose all the probes down here though, 100%. Finally, 17 kill Reaver goes down in the bottom right. That is wild. Absolutely wild. Now, gonna come forward here. Snow is gonna try and kill this position. I don't know if he can get in here, but he's gonna give it a shot. Quite a bit of energy on these Templar. Has 3 storms available on each. Gotta keep those alive. Cannot allow vultures to snipe that. Doing a pretty good job of kiting all of this. Yeah, nice storm dodges here. Sharp. She's cleaning this up rather well. Oh, that was a great storm though. Right on top of that. He clears that up rather well. Now there's going to be a storm drop coming down here. There's actually no probes down here yet. So storm dropping this doesn't really make sense at the moment. He's checking. He sees there's no SCVs here. So he's like, okay, well, screw that. I'm not going to go in and try and drop that then. Coming down here, Sharp actually going to try and take out this base as well. This might be an overextension right now. We need to get this base operational. We need to get another base going right now. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to replenish our units. We do not have vultures with this. Okay, but all of the zealots just disappear. So that's pretty good. Just pure goon here. Not going to do well against this 3-3 mech, or 3-2 mech, excuse me. The storms are kind of insane. My god, that's so much damage, killing off a lot of these tanks. And yeah, you can't get down here, Sharp. Not just yet. He's gonna float that command center all the way down here, down to this bottom right base. Gonna try and get that base operational here. If he manages to get that base, we're gonna have a really wild game coming up. If he gets denied, if he loses this army, I think that Snow just gonna straight up win, because there's like no mining. This is the only mining we've got right now for Sharp. So he's gonna get this base going down here. Snow trying to keep his center, bottom center alive. Gonna come through for some drop play. Dropping that Reaver out, but unfortunately the command center finishes just in the nick of time. Gonna fly through here. Drop the Reaver once again. Man, this is so annoying. This is so annoying. Oh my god, he gets another tank. He gets another tank. Oh, another good shot here. Gonna try and pick off this tank as well. Not gonna be able to do it. Goliath is gonna come forward and push this away. What an insane game, guys. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of downtime here, I think, finally. Okay, never mind. He's just gonna come out. Oh man, okay. I need a little drink here. If you guys are wondering what I'm drinking, it's gin and ginger ale. I know that might sound disgusting to you, but to me it is gold. Absolute gold. Don't ask me why, but I love this drink. It is actually kind of gross. I'll be honest, it is a little bit gross, but I just love ginger ale. And I'm actually a big fan of gin. For whatever reason, it just gets me. So, you know, technically all alcohol is pretty gross, right? Like, if you just think about the actual taste of whiskey, it is pretty disgusting. Like, don't lie. You know, you might say that it's oh, it's so good. This whiskey is so delicious, but you'd just be kidding yourself. Let's be honest here, guys. Now, the vultures here getting some more connections with their mines, and we've actually rammed a bit of a little hole here into this defense of Sharp. You know, we've set up like a little forward position here that's going to be denying Sharp from sending units down to the bottom right. I don't know how impactful this is going to be. I don't think he can get up into the main base. He could try, though. There's only one tank up here. Maybe that would be the play, actually. Get up in that main base now. If you get up in the main, like, what is Terran supposed to do in that position? You've actually got to pull everything. Like, there's so much down here at the bottom right. There's almost nothing up here at the top right, at the actual rally point. If you could get in here, that would be huge. We've got no money right now for Sharp. Oh my god, and he's going to take a fight right now. Too many tanks up here. He needs to pull this away. Pull the SCVs, lift this command center, bail out of this position. He cannot hold this spot, but he probably can hold down here. So he's going to back away. Focus fire the Templar. Okay, that Templar does not have energy for the storm. It's going to have energy soon, though. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It does have the energy now, but it's not going to be able to throw down a storm. Vultures getting in the back, laying down some mines within the rally path. Very nice plays from Sharp. Getting out here with the vultures. Getting in the way of these rallies. Gonna come into the center left. Try to kill off a bunch of probes here, but I actually don't think this is a good idea. I'll be really frank with you guys. I think that Sharp has played a brilliant game so far, but this is not really gonna be the winning move for him, right? If he loses bottom left or bottom right, he might actually lose this game. So I feel like having the vultures down here would actually be way better. If you've got vultures, these zealots don't really do anything, but since there's no vultures here, he's actually going to get on top of all of this, and he's actually going to kill this. He's going to clean this. Oh no, Sharp going to lose this position? He had so much down here. Oh, this is kind of insane. Another rally of vultures going to come forward. Imagine if he had vultures with this. GG. Sharp taps out. Snow gonna take this one home, but my goodness, was it hard fought. I've still got a ton more Sharp versus Snow games here in the back pocket. Maybe I'll take one more. Maybe I'll go for one more, guys. Let's see if I can handle it here. All right, we got another game here. Another Sharp versus Mr. Snow game. And I haven't degenerated too much, I don't think. Finished off this next drink, but I'm going to refill after this game and we'll see where we're at. I've got plenty more games to go. I was thinking of making a video like all Sharp versus Snow 2023 games and make it like one video. But goddamn, that would be a long video. I've got like 10 games or something like that. I'm sure it wouldn't be as long as my best of 2023 video, which is actually insane. It's like 4.5 hours or 4 hours, 50 minutes, something like that. 5 hours of straight Broodwar. But that's like mostly 50-minute games or 40-minute games. There are some like smaller, shorter games in there as well, but no, nothing like really remarkably short. So, you know, 10 games of PVT can be pretty long. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just chilling, doing some casting here on the final day of 2023. And I'm glad to hear that you guys I'm glad that you guys are here with me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel throughout 2023. Guys, the support has been overwhelming. Support has been fantastic. And yeah, I'm just a lucky guy. A lucky guy who threw himself at this kind of project, this side project, this wild kind of crazy hobby of casting Broodwar. You know, 25 years after the game has been out, and it's sort of almost starting to kind of work out now into something that you know, could be you know, it could be something. God damn, guys, I'm a little bit drunk right now. If you couldn't tell already, I can't even put my words together to what I actually want to say, but I'm just grateful to be here and to have your guys' support and to have people constantly sending me warm messages. I read all the comments, of course. I reply to almost all of you guys, and it is such an honor to be a part of this community. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. What the fuck, guys? Holy shit. Let's just relax. Let's just relax. We've got another zealot coming up here. Tries to slip by the bunker, but not able to. You could see the SCV was there, just ready to block that off. So a good move by Snow to pull that back. It's pretty difficult to get the block on. But I remember in that Starcraft 2 video I made where I was talking about the difference between Starcraft 1 and Starcraft 2, is like, there are those things, those like secret skills that you can have that come with the way that units block each other. The sort of like strange pathing that can occur that give you like these like really interesting abilities if you're really good enough, like the SCV blocking. If you're able to block with your SCV, if you're able to control your worker units properly, it is like a secret skill. It's like an extra ability that can be incredibly important. Actually, at the highest level, if you don't have that ability, if you're not able to control your units quite like that, it's actually impossible to be at the highest level. You have to be able to do that type of stuff. At where we're at now in Brood War in 2023, those skills have been honed for literally 25 years. Players have been honing those skills. And so Those are the secret abilities that make the game of Brood War so beautiful and give the strongest players in the world their skill, their ability to beat basically anyone on the planet. This is one of those games where it's like, okay, if you are like a top 100, top 200 player in the world, like a top, you know, like under top 800 player, you know, maybe an A rank player or a B rank player literally can never beat you because you're so much better than them at these fundamentals, at these special skills, that they will literally never be able to beat you. Because you'll always be able to find a way to come back, even if they get an early advantage, even if they get a build order advantage. You'll be able to figure out, you know, what they're doing and counter it. And, you know, all these things like SCV blocking and stuff will come into such a big effect. They just will never be able to beat you. And looks like we have a shuttle coming in for the attack at the same time. So while we're gonna have these units moving in right now, but the Reaver is probably gonna do more damage than this, I would have to say. Oh, dud there. Vulture here in the natural does not have mines just yet. So that is a problem. A couple SCVs do go down. Mines are now going to be laid here, and the SCVs will have to be pulled. This is a dangerous situation. Losing quite a few SCVs. Needs to pull back and turn around. One mine goes down. This is going to be a dud here, though. Reaver goes down once again, gets a few more kills. Continuing to make some Scarabs here. Is going to go for one more shot. Does get a nice, good shot there onto those SCVs. Unfortunately, we can't see the number of kills on this Reaver right now. Picks up once again. But really, at this point, Sharp has barely mined at all for the past, like, few minutes, I guess. He's been having a really hard time mining even a little bit. Another pickup here. Juggling back and forth between the main and natural. So many SCVs have fallen at this point. 14 kill. I saw 14 kill there. 14 kill Reaver here. There it is. Building still Scarabs. So not able to figure out how many kills there are. 14. Yeah, 14 kills on this baby. God damn. That's a lot of kills. Another big shot here. Going onto the tank. Dealing some more damage. Killing another Vulture. Denying the natural from mining. Of course, he did kill the Nexus of his opponent, but man, this Reaver has just done so much damage. It's insane. Looks like he might lose that. Not quite gonna lose it. Trying to come in here. Trying to deny the natural for even longer, but now finally we do have natural mining going. 21 SCVs to 29 probes. This is fairly even, but I would still give Snow a big advantage. You know, he's done so much. He's killed so many SCVs this game. And now he's getting his Nexus. He should be able to move out and get his third base as well. Just double expand. Because there's no way that Sharp is going to be ready to move out anytime soon. It's going to take a long time for him to get SCVs up and running once again. You can see he's now 6 workers behind. The moment this is done, we're going to transfer a huge number of worker and just saturate that base immediately. So he's going to have that base online, whereas Sharp doesn't quite have his natural totally online yet. It's got a few workers there, but not a whole lot. Going to pick off this Goliath here, setting up siege tanks, trying to deal some damage. Could just need to set up the siege tank right there. He does not set that up. He's going to move it around and try to track this shuttle. Oh my god, is he actually gonna go for it? Snow, please, are you really? He's gonna dive this. He is gonna dive this. He's gonna drop both Reaver, kill the, he's gonna kill this. Gonna shoot this this bunker right here. Diving forward, kill the bunker, shove back Sharp into his main. Wow. All right, he's dead. Sharp is dead. He lost his natural. There's still 2 Reavers out here. And it's a double expansion right now. from Snow. Snow's double expanded. He's got a good amount of probes here. It's going to push back the command center. And yeah, it's going to be 1 base Terran versus 3 base Protoss in a second. And the Reavers, man, every single game with the Snow, he is just so freaking good with Reavers, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how powerful this unit is. 24 kill Reaver. 24! He brings in a new shuttle. Oh my god. Sharp brings forward a new shuttle. Brings in a fresh one. Gonna come forward here. Comes in, shoots his shot with these Reavers, gets a couple more kills, backs away. He's not gonna let you take this natural, man. 25 kill Reaver sitting back here. GG, taps out. I think he probably saw the number of kills on this thing and he was like, good God. What am I gonna do? Slowly shove forward here and let this Reaver get another, you know, 5-10 kills before I leave this game. He just taps out. Makes sense. What a crazy little game there between these two. Totally different from the games we saw that went long, but still pretty wild. Trying to kill off, going for this big attack, and then really kind of crazy with Snow pulling apart Sharp with literally 1 Reaver. He sends 1 Reaver across the map. The attack from Sharp gets cleaned up. It actually kills the Nexus, but eventually it gets cleaned up. And 1 Reaver on the other side of the map does more damage than that entire army that came across and tried to kill Snow. That is insane, but that's our game. What the hell? Holy, Sharp has a lot of different accounts, man. On to another one here. Sharp versus Snow. And yeah, shout out to Jumper. Said he's gonna be watching this. Like to hang out in his chat on Twitch. Check him out. He's been streaming a lot lately. Kind of a fun guy to hang out with. He was at BSL. Him and, you know, I wish that Oya would also stream more. I haven't seen his stream yet, but he was a really good guy to hang out with at BSL as well. Terra, really cool. Ultra, really cool. There's so many cool people. DeWalt, really, really cool guy. SPX, really fun guy to hang out with too. And there was just so many cool people at the BSL LAN. Very cool to meet all of them. So nice to be a part of a community where people are really fun and cool. I imagine, like, if I was like a Fortnite streamer or something like that, if I was like a Fortnite commentator, can you imagine how annoying it would be to go to an event and you're like, oh my god, hanging out with the Fortnite players? Frick, man. How dumb would that be? I mean, like, every moment I think my IQ would just be dropping through the ground at some freaking epic event. What's it called? Yeah, Epic. Epic is Fortnite, right? I think they have Fortnite. Epic used to be cool as hell, man. When I was a kid, when I was like a teenager, Epic Games was the shit. Remember Gears of War 1? Bro, Gears of War 1 was one of the best games of all time. It was so much fun. It was like Starcraft 2, honestly. Or not Starcraft 2, excuse me. It was like Broodwar. Honestly, it was like Broodwar. It was like Super Smash Brothers and Melee. It was one of those games where the mechanics were really difficult to get used to. Like, there was a lot of different weird stuff that you had to get used to with, like, shotgun, like the way that you would move with shotgun battles, and then like trying to get a headshot with a sniper rifle was freaking insane, bro. It was so hard to do. But I used to play that game all the time, man, and the shit talking on that game was absolutely insane. People would shit talk so hard. Ooh, great block there. And types Z. That's some BM right there. Sharp, you know, getting a little bit big for his his own britches here, I think. Typing Z in the chat after blocking out that zealot. Gonna stop that from getting in here. And look at that. Instant karma. The Marine gonna get caught and killed. No. Oh. Just lets it go. That's actually BM right there, I think, from Snow. You know, he could have absolutely killed that Marine. And he was like, nah, I'm just not gonna kill it. Looks like he's gonna come down, kill this Marine now. He's gonna get this one too, maybe. Oh my god, he's totally gonna get that. No, he does not. Never mind. Never mind. Keeps the vulture here? No, you send that out on the map for sure. You do not want to leave that in your natural. You send that out on the map so that you can generate the threat of running by with the vulture. I can't tell you guys how many times I've played Terran, sent the early vulture out, and then just like walk into the main when the Protoss player just doesn't rally their next vulture onto the ramp. Like they send it across the map and you just like walk in, kill like 8 probes, and they leave the game. That's a feels good man. That's a feels good man moment. Looks like we're gonna have the second Dragoon out on the map. He's looking for it. Can he get by? Oh boy, Sharp gonna get into this main. Get fucked. He's gonna get in here. 1 kill. 2 kills. He gets it. Okay. 2 kills only. Pretty good micro there by Snow. Excuse me. Jumbling up my words here. But yeah, he gets that. Kind of a mistake by Snow to lose those 2 probes, but it's fine. It's gonna be okay. Robo on the way. Did he skip range? I think he skipped range. Otherwise, he'd be hitting this bunker, right? Okay, there's a tank there, but yeah. I think he skipped range. Yeah, I think he skipped range. It's gonna be hard to hold off a push like this, but as you saw from that last game, I mean, he's absolutely capable of killing this tank and killing all these Marines. Wow. Oh my god, he killed all the Marines with that mine drag. And the tank as well, with a bunch of no range Dragoons. Are you kidding me? Wow, Sharp is in a world of hurt right now. That's what you get for typing Z in the chat, Sharp. I love you, buddy, but never, ever in a million years should you ever type to Snow in a TVZ game, or TVP game, excuse me. This man will make you regret it 100%. 3rd gateway on the way here. Now, this is a build that I see actually more on ladder. Get the Reaver out and then go. Oh, he must have gotten range, right? No way he's not gotten range. There's no way. Okay, so I must be wrong here. He didn't get range, but now he's coming in with an Observer. He doesn't have Reaver? What? I thought he had was gonna go Reaver for sure. So Observer 3 gate. So 3 gate obs. Guys, sorry, I'm not a Protoss player, and I'm also a little bit, just a tad bit tipsy here. So you'll have to forgive me. What was I talking about? Yeah, Gears of War. That's right. Gears of War was one of the best games of all time. That's like on par. Gears of War 1. I'm really sad that that game doesn't really exist anymore. It doesn't have something like what we have here in Starcraft, Broodwar, where it's like there's tons of tournaments going on. You know, there's like LAN parties and meetups, and people are still like really enjoying the game, and like playing at the highest level and like competing and everything. But that game was freaking awesome. Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War 4. I didn't even bother, man. I think I played Gears 2 a little bit, and I was like, this is trash. Absolute trash compared to the original. The original was the best. It's kind of like Halo 2, honestly. I'm sure Halo 3, Halo 4, yeah, they're great, I'm sure. But Halo 2 was god tier, bro. Halo 2 was legendary. But again, that shit just does not exist anymore. And we're lucky enough here in Broodwar that this is still going strong. We've got the remastered. We've got, you know, things like shield battery and a strong audience. We've got a fantastic pro scene as well, both in Korea and abroad. Life is good in Broodwar, man. That's why I'm not a Gears of War caster, but I totally would if there was a pro Gears of War 1 scene. Dude, I would totally be in on that. I would love that. It'd be so much fun. That it's kind of like Broodwar in that it's, like I said, really hard to master the mechanics of the game, but it's also really, really satisfying. It's super satisfying to kill people in Gears of War. Like killing, when you just body someone, they like snap in half. It is so ridiculous. Like, go, if you've got the time, go and look up a Gears of War 1 video and just watch like a headshot or a shotgun compilation. It is badass. When people are fighting Gears of War and people are just blowing apart. It was really fun. There was a lot of ways to like cheese people as well. Like you could take a grenade and like stick it on them and run away. That was a really funny way to kind of like clown on somebody if they were really bad. You could also use like a smoke grenade. You could just drop a smoke grenade on them, and it obviously didn't kill them, but it just was really funny. When you're playing against someone who's way worse than you, you could kind of clown on them in that way. It's like building a scout, you know what I mean? You build one scout, obviously it doesn't win you the game, but it's like, bro, I just built a scout. Like, get fucked. Get out of here. Of course, they could still blow you up. They could still kill you with their shotgun while you're trying to hit them with a smoke. But if they're really bad, if you're really that much better than them, you could dodge it. And that was the thing, like, the dodging was crazy in Gears of War 1. Like, you could just be rolling and dodging around like crazy to the point where the person's holding machine gun, they're shooting at you with a machine gun, and they could, like, literally not hit you even a single time, even though you're, you know, a meter away from them. You could just juke and duck and dodge and weave, and they would not be able to hit you. But a good player would be able to just gun you down immediately. And yeah, it was one of those games that there is a huge amount of skill differentiation. And oh god, okay, things are starting to heat up here. We're actually going to get a drop now. There's been a lot of back and forth that I haven't really talked about, but this is the first major move out of Sharp. He's going to drop up here in the top right, and, you know, his opponent, Snow here, took this base really fast, and he focused on denying the third. So Sharp here, instead of trying to take the third, he's going for this type of play where he's going to get in here and kill a lot of probes in the upper right. Oh my god! He actually dodged that. That's crazy. He dodged all of the mines there, and he's going to stop the vulture from killing all these. Wow, this is really, really good play. But there's 2 Goliaths here. 2 Goliaths. So I don't think the Reavers can actually deal with this. He's going to target that. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. He picks up, but he did take some damage from the mines. So actually now the vultures can come in and kill all of these probes. So this is really smart by Sharp. He realized here that, like, okay, you are so good with your Reaver. It's going to be, again, like 14 minutes before I can take my natural. So I'm just going to build 2 drops. First drop's going to come in and harass your minerals. That didn't actually work out very well. But the second drop, 2 tanks, 2 vultures, and 2 Goliaths up in the top right. An interesting, like, special forces little army here in the top right. Plus the vultures came up and laid mines and really slowed things down from coming up to clean this. So cool by Sharp. But now he actually does need to take his base. He needs to take his third base now. It's becoming a problem here. And again, we did see the upgrade for attack damage for this Reaver, by the way. The Reaver attack was actually researched, so he's going to be dealing that huge damage once again. 125 damage from this Reaver. So again, taking kind of a ridiculous amount of time to take this. We're already almost 14 minutes in, and he hasn't taken his third yet. So Sharp really desperate here. Finally going to run forward and just snipe down that shuttle. He will kill that. Oh my god, that killed like 5 vultures, by the way. 5 vultures instantly went down to that shot from these Reavers. Oh my god, another 2 Goliaths and a couple more of those vultures went down once again. Oh, great mine connection there. Reaver's gonna get launched here once again. Dropping the Reaver. He's got a target. Target the Reaver. He gets 1. He gets 1 Reaver. Damages the second. The Dragoons are going to get pushed back here. This is actually decent from Sharp. I'm really impressed with Sharp right now. Look at that. 141 supply to 113. He's doing so good here. And Snow's starting to fall a little bit behind, man. He is really starting to fall behind. Having a hard time here keeping up with Sharp, who's on his third base now. He's got 60 SCVs. This is a game that Sharp could absolutely win. It was looking a little bit rough here, but Sharp, you know, he made some cool plays. He really made some interesting moves. And he's gonna, you know, siege up on this high ground. I would rather see him siege up here with the Goliaths on top of that, just to make sure it's hard to get up that ramp. But it is what it is. He's still doing fine here. He's got the third. He's got quite a lot of money. He's added on those extra factories. He's got the upgrades coming. +2 is already done. +3 is about to finish. Bro, I think that Sharp's gonna win this one. Are we finally gonna see a Sharp victory? Let's go. Let's go, man. Sharp, my brother. Gonna take this one down. I actually don't remember. How bad is that? I actually do not remember if Sharp won a game this series yet so far. I feel like he didn't win. But that is, oh my god. Let me take another sip here. 7 kill Vulture over here. Gets another kill on another probe headed up towards the 12 o'clock, it looked like. Just slowing that down forever. The next expansion. Kind of wild. Another probe gonna head out. He's actually sent this probe all the way through the middle. It's gonna try and get up here to the top left to get another base going. And it will make it up there. So this is actually successful. Surprisingly here for our Protoss player. Snow finally gonna throw down a Nexus up here. I think that's what we're about to see. Nexus at 12 o'clock as well. So the Vulture gonna get in here. Snipe this probe. Nicely done. Probe goes down. Pylons are built, but no cannon here. Probe gonna... Oh, Vulture gonna get up here. Look at this. He's gonna get this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gets that as well. Nicely done. Stops another Nexus from going down at the top left. That's a beautiful play. He's gonna come down and take this space right here. Let's take a look at what Snow has going on. I actually haven't looked there for quite a while. Wow, that's a lot of gateways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 gateways in his main base. Does he have a second robo? I don't see it. I don't see a second robo. No, no second robo, but he's continuing to produce Reavers. 6 kill Reaver here. He's got Templar with Storm ready to fight. This is a beautiful spread of tanks, though. That's a lot of mines in between this. He's got to be careful not to siege up on top of those. But yeah, here as well. That's scary. You don't want to be sieging up on top of those mines there. But he's pushing forward here with his 3-2. Can take a really good fight here. Does need to back away as the Zealots come forward, but he's doing a great job. Just skirmishing here with the low number of tanks. Baiting in these Templar. Like, come on, drop your Templar. Let's go for a fight here. But he's not going to take the bait. Instead, Snow going to back off. He allows the 4th base to go down. And he's going to take this into a long game. But this is a winning position right now for Sharp. He pushes forward, he takes this high ground, and then he pushes down towards this base, and he kills that base pretty easily. As long as he's careful as he pushes forward. He just needs to leave a few units and bring the rest to the front. Ooh, catching some probes as they're heading up towards the 12 o'clock. Really well done here by Sharp. That's a great move because there's no probes here yet. Zero probes up at 12 o'clock. Which is crazy because we've built so much to actually defend this base. We've got a gateway, we've got 4 cannons, and nothing is mining here. So he's getting no value out of that. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some storm. The matrix goes down, but it's not enough to save that. Dropping some more storm here, but pushing everything back. Sharp is advancing. This is really looking like a Sharp victory right now. As he advances on this base, he's gonna be able to shut this down. Backing up the trash talk this game. Sharp typed the Z in the early game, and now he's actually finishing off Snow here. A lot of probes got pulled, but things are not going well for our Protoss. Bearing down on him, 181 supply. Sharp, is he going to be able to take this? Double dropship still here. He could use that to come up here as well. I don't think he actually knows about it just yet. Yeah, he hasn't actually scouted it, I don't think. He's going to continue to push forward, though. As long as he gets on top of the rally, that'll be fine. That's all he needs to do is just get on top of this rally. Oh, if he kills the shuttle, that would be huge. Oh, the shuttle with 3 Templar goes down. He loses that. He loses the Templar here. Oh, no. Okay, the Templar did get out. It shoots its shot. It throws down its storm, but it's not good enough. And Sharp getting on top of this base. The rally point is his. Claimed by this man. Sharp, so handsome. Such a Terran player. Really dominating Snow in his absolute best matchup. At least for this game. I can't say anything about the other games, but in this game, he's played absolutely brilliantly. GG. Snow taps out. It all came down to those 2 dropships and that drop that went down earlier. Where are those dropships? What? Where did those bad boys go? Okay, the dropships got lost. I actually have no idea where they went. Maybe he sent them up to top left, like I was talking about, and they got killed? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, those are gone, but it was all down to those heroic dropships. Such a good play. You know, realizing how committed Snow was to holding off this 3rd base take. He realized that Snow was trying to take a greedy base up in the top right while holding him off and slowing him down from taking this 3rd. And he brilliantly countered that with that double drop. Really, really well done by Sharp. Excellent, excellent play from him. All right, guys, this is the last game of our last cast of 2023. Hitting him with the question marks. Sharp, a little bit bad manner, man. What are you doing? Holy. Typing an essay here over to Sharp. Not sure what that's all about, but we're going to be getting into this game. It is on Nemesis, so this is a little bit of an older game. Probably the last season of the ladder. I actually have no idea when this was played. Let's take a look. There's Nemesis. Yeah, I remember this map. You know, it's one thing that I never saw on this map that actually should have been a thing many times. And I was actually, when I was watching my best games of 2022 or 2023, well, excuse me. When I was watching the best of 2023 games, I was like, you know what we never actually saw was a Protoss player. For example, there was definitely a game where the Protoss was Snow at the bottom right hand corner, and he was building DTs, and the Zerg player killed these 2 assimilators to make it so that the DT couldn't slip in. And I was thinking about this really hard. You know, I really had my thinking cap on. I was like, man, what if the Protoss player just built another assimilator here and then slipped the DTs into the base? How clutch would that be? Like, can't you just build an assimilator? If this dies, there's nothing stopping the Protoss from literally just building one more assimilator here, is there? Just build one. As soon as it's built, you just run by with the DTs and then you cancel it. I don't know if you have to wait until the assimilator is done before you can slip by, but I feel like that's just such a smart play, and we never saw it. Oh my god, I revealed that. Just pretend that you never saw that. Okay. Now that I've got that out of the way, because that was on my chest, man. I finished making that video, but I didn't really watch the games when I was making it, and then I went back after I released it, and I was kind of watching the games, just like reliving the experience of all of those great games. And I was like, man, there's so many good games. And when it came to Nemesis, I realized that we haven't really seen that. We haven't seen Protoss players build that, and I was wondering if that was a thing or not. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below, or not. It's all good. First Zealot coming in here. Gonna put some pressure onto Sharp. It's gonna be hiding here in between the factory and the barracks, and with the factory already done, the Zealot really doesn't have anything to do here. What you like to do is come in with the Zealot right as the factory is being built, and then you can push back the Marines and try to kill that SCV that's actually building the factory, and that's where you really get the value, is slowing down that factory. But in this case, he's not going to be able to do that. Instead, he's just going to build a factory in the middle of the map. Oh my god. Sharp gonna do it to him. He's gonna do it to him in this game. He talked all that shit in the early game to Snow here, and now he's gonna come out and two-fact him. Are you kidding me? He's gonna run by though? Oh no, Sharp getting outplayed here. He thought he was gonna be in the driver's seat this game, but instead, you know what it is? Snow gonna just sneak in here. He sees that there are 3 SCVs mining that gas. He knows that there must be a factory somewhere. If it's not somewhere in the main base, it's gotta be somewhere else for Sharp. And he kills the first vulture. And when he's getting mines as well, dude, that hurts you so badly as a Terran player. He's gonna kill this tank. One more shot. There it is. He kills that tank. Snow has absolutely wrecked this build, and this is one of those games where you, as a Terran player, pause the game and just call Protoss OP. You type Pusagi in the chat, man. This is so ridiculous here. He might be able to slip by though. Wait a second. 2 vultures out here on the map. He gets that first kill on the Dragoon. Okay, this is gonna be what it's all about. Can he kill like 20 probes here? Oh my god, he went for DT? The DT follow-up here is pretty OP. This is gonna be really hard for Sharp to do anything with DT's defending. Obviously, Dragoon probably better, but like this is gonna kill the vultures really quick. I'm gonna come in here, start to kill some probes, but he has not killed enough probes yet. He needs to kill like every probe here in the mineral line. Not every probe, but you know what I'm saying. He needs to kill a lot of workers right now in order to make this even. Ah, he loses that mine, and he loses the vulture as well. There's a cannon coming up. That's not good. He's gonna go ahead and lay down a couple more mines here. There's 2 Dragoons coming out. So, you know, as long as he gets the mines down. Oh, that didn't go off. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, and that didn't die? Holy crap. Okay, Sharp's got to be absolutely enraged at this point. I certainly would be. My goodness. Okay, getting a few kills on some of these probes here. He almost kills the Dragoon right off the bat. He gets one of them, but not the other. Do we have a tank coming down here? A second one? No, just pure Vulture rally. Gonna try and make things crazy here for his opponent to deal with. It's one base versus one base, by the way. So actually, Terran wins this. Terran actually has the advantage here. If he can just kill a few more probes, he's gonna be fine. And I think he will. Okay, it's blocked off at the bottom side, so he can't actually get in here and get any more probes. So he will have to back out. But look at that. Robo is on the way. So he's definitely gonna get his command center up first. Sharp's in a good spot, man. Sharp is actually in a good spot. This is a wild game, though, to end things off. By the way, this is the last game. I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna go and celebrate New Year's after this, guys. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers. Cheers, boys. Here's to 2023 and plenty more great experiences in 2024. Plenty more amazing games as well. Trying to micro through these mines here. Having a hard time, but now starting to do a good job. It's very tough. There's so many mines here. Wow, he got both of those. That's kind of crazy. Now coming up with the tank, that makes things quite a bit more difficult. Looks like he killed, what was that, a turret or a bunker? I'm not sure. Something was being built there, but he actually stopped it. Turret was being built in the front. I think that Sharp's got this. This is just par for the course for this map. It makes such a difference if you're able to get a position like this, because the high ground, there's a high ground for the natural rather than low ground, where the main base is on low ground here. That just changes everything. It changes everything here. Looks like the Dark Templar with 9 kills. What? How did this Dark Templar get 9 kills? That is insane. Most of those must be mines, right? A lot of mines as the vultures are laying them and then killing off vultures. He's got to start cutting through this. Oh god, he's gonna go for one of the tanks. He kills one tank. He's trying to draw mines into this other vulture, but he gets a second tank. What? Okay, too close to the wall here. Sharp being a little greedy with the positioning on this tank. Now he's way too far back. He should be like right here. That way he can hit anything that's coming up the ramp. But like placing his tanks right here, too greedy. Really, way too greedy. And now the drop's gonna come through. He's gonna drop a DT, this 10 kill DT out on the map now. Okay, that doesn't trigger. That's funny. That's funny that doesn't trigger. He's gonna go after the tank. One hit on that tank. Loses the 10 kill DT. Shame. For shame. That's unfortunate. Still hasn't taken this natural yet, by the way. Still just being so all in here is Sharp. He really should try to take something else. Try to do something else. He's building another Marine back at home. He only has one Marine in this bunker. So I guess he needs more Marines for that bunker. I guess dropping a couple of Dragoons out on the other side. He's like trying to elevator Dragoons out on the map, but that's not going to go well for him. We should see more vultures slip by, start to kill some more probes, but there's 31 probes for one base. I mean, he's still got to kill like 10 more probes before this one base is going to get slowed down at all. A couple SCVs out here now. Tank's going to siege up right in range of these Dragoons. Dragoons are going to kill the one Marine that was sent to fill up the bunker. That's kind of hilarious. One tank sent back across the map. He's got to run for it. Oh, he's going to get stuck here. Gets killed. That's unfortunate. That was on an A move. Gonna lose that tank. 2 Dragoons gonna come across the map. The bunker is not full of units. Another tank gonna pop out. But he actually needs a tank and like several Marines to hold that off. 2 shuttles are out on the map now. 4 Dragoons are gonna be placed out on the map. He needs to like siege up here. Yeah. This is good. He needs like a bunker. Bunker's there. All right, Sharp is so smart, man. He knows exactly what he needs. Okay, cancels the bunker. Realizing that maybe he doesn't need that, but oh, he does need that. Another factory gonna be built here. Siege up both these tanks. Oh my god, he really needs to siege up both these tanks, man. Bunker on the low ground. I mean, there's only 2 Marines, but hell, why not? Let's go for it. Another siege tank gonna back up and maybe siege back here. He really needs that sieged up, man. Reaver out now. This is the Giga unit from Snow. He's gonna drop the Reaver. How many kills is this gonna get? I'm gonna bet on 23 kills this game. He's gonna get 23 kills on this Reaver. Now, I've never seen this video before, but if he gets 23 kills, you absolutely have to join the Patreon, boys. You have to join the Patreon. That is absolutely insane if I managed to guess that. Oh my god, the Dragons are just running in here. They're gonna kill all these tanks. Wow. Are you kidding me right now? Snow's gonna get a ton of kills here. He's gonna kill everything. And how did this happen? How did this happen? Sharp, all he needed to do is keep his all he needed to do is keep his tank sieged next to this bunker. He would have been fine. He's got 3 Marines in the bunker. And he had like 3 tanks, but he's gonna start to lose factories here. He's pulling the Marines out right as the tank pops. Gotta run for the hills. The tank's gotta make a run for it. Get next to the bunker. Marines need to be pulled back, but they're not. Marines not pulled back here. Tank is hitting the robotic support base, so he won't be able to make any more. I can't click this. What is this? Okay, there we go. Has a Reaver in production, but oh my god, he lost that tank. No, why did he lose the tank? Oh my god. He's got a Reaver and a tank, Reaver and like 5 Dragoons here, plus a Zealot inside. A tank pops out. It's gonna be killed. Oh man, Sharp. Why? Why, man? How are you losing this game right now? GG is called. He taps out. Absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, actually the Reaver did get 23 kills, guys. He got 23 kills. You can't see it right here, but he definitely got 23 kills. So you do have to subscribe to the Patreon. GG. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome to 2024. It's been your daily dose of Broodwar, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.